Good evening, lovely people. We're back again. We are the FPL Duo, and today we have a video for you. And this is the FPL Game Week 31 transfer tips video. It's the buy, sell, hold, and ignore. So yeah, we do have quite a few players we will recommend for you. We got two players to come up to, that we recommend you buying. But before we get into the players, let's just see how you catch up with how you've been, Jordan. Because obviously, it feels like it's ages since we've done a stream. How you been? And yeah,
Yeah,
you're looking forward to the football that's coming back now.
I've missed the football in the Premier League. I've enjoyed the international matches. Obviously, like England played yesterday against Ivory Coast,
Yep.
which I was quite surprised how bad Ivory Coast were in that game. I thought they were a better team than that, but maybe obviously they're playing away. Wembley might have gave them a bit of nerves. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's been nice having a break from football. But I'd like
Yeah.
to have it
Well,
back now.
well, as you know, I don't really watch the international football too much. I only watch like tournament football when there's a World Cup on. I don't really care about international football if I'm honest. Like friendlies, just doesn't give me the same thrill as like watching a Premier League game. But yeah, I'm glad the football's back. This is what we look forward to: Premier League football, FPL's back, and yeah, been a decent break, but we'll get into it again now. But yeah, let's move on now to the players that we recommend. Um, I'll bring up the first player. So the first player we recommend on our list is Burnley's Veghorst. Now he's a player I'm actually looking to bring in myself into my team, um, and I'll probably make this transfer myself this week. The reason for that is you see Veghorst, as we know, um, Burnley and Everton both have double game weeks for game week 31. So that's one reason why I want to bring him in. But also in game week 32, you see he has Norwich, and then game week 33, he's also got a decent double against West Ham and Southampton. So you get 5 games in the next 3 game weeks. So that's why I think it's worth bringing him in, even though Man City is going to be a tough game, and I don't really expect him to score in that game. So he'll probably get a 2 pointer. If anything else is a bonus against City, and then Everton, you hope he can get a goal or an assist. So I think he's a good buy for game week 31. If you're looking for replacements, as we will come on, there's a player we recommend you sell, and I think he's a good option to bring in as a downgrade potentially because he's at what is he 6.4 million, ownership's at 4.8%, 13 shots, 2 assists, 5 shots on goal, and he's also got the single goal. His numbers on XG is not too bad, I guess 0.24, not great, but yeah, expected assist is 0.09, which is low. But yeah, as I've mentioned, um, double game week 31. That is why I am drawn towards Weghorst, and the way my team's set up. There's a player I'm getting rid of, so he's easily um, gettable for me. And then I like the fixture against Norwich in 32, and yeah, double game week 33 also. You can play him for that. Then after that, he's got Wolves and Watford, which that Watford game ain't too bad either for him. So yeah, that's why I'd probably bring in Vegas in my team. And let's move on to the second player we recommend you buy. And I'll let you go through this one, Jordan.
Okay, so the next player to buy for this upcoming game week is Joel Cancelo, the Man City defender. Now, a lot of people, well, I would say pretty much everyone almost has gotten rid of Cancelo due to double game week fixtures in the past where Man City didn't have any at all and were replaced with double game players. So it is time now to probably bring a Man City player back, and Cancelo is probably a very popular choice to bring back in your team. He will be a bit more expensive now coming back in the team because his price is now 6.9 mil and his ownership is still moderately high. It's still 37.1. So some people have kept hold of him, which is not such a bad thing because he is
Hmm.
now needed back in the team. And
Yeah,
as we can see from the fixture run, they have Burnley away in game week 31, and then they have Liverpool home in 32. And then the fixtures start to get a little bit more easier, where they have Brighton home in 33, Then you have Watford home in 34, and then they have Leeds away in 35. And for the remaining fixtures in 36, they have Newcastle and then West Ham, and finally Aston Villa. So in the long term prospect of Man City, they have easy fixtures after Liverpool. So he is a must-have for your team, I'd say, to bring back Cancelo, because he's going to play a major part in the final ending to the game weeks.
Yeah.
Even though Man City don't have double game weeks coming up, it is still important to have Cancelo, I think, because he can still act as a double game week player in terms of points.
They will have a double game week, I think, in 36. But obviously, we don't know yet. It's be rearranged. But because obviously they're still in the FA Cup and stuff like that, so they will have a double game week coming up as well. But yeah, I agree with what you said. To be fair,
And statistically, I mean, Cancelo has 15 clean sheets so far, one of the highest in the Premier League, if not the highest. And he's got 5 assists. He's had 20 shots on goal. He's only scored 1, surprisingly, but he is better at keeping clean sheets and assisting with goals. So that is why he's the buy player for game week 31 and onwards.
yeah, I agree. Well, we did a video on fullbacks on the watch list, didn't we?
Yes.
But we did recommend Reece James, Trent, and Cancelo. Sorry, Robertson we mentioned as well, didn't we? Not Trent.
Robertson, yeah.
And we said Cancelo is probably the better pick out of all of them if we had to choose, purely because of fixtures. Even that Brighton game you see on the screen is an orange. That could easily be a green as well, to be fair, for Man City. Only that Liverpool game standing in the way in the next 5. But yeah, Cancelo, you guys should bring him into your team. All right, so moving on to the next player we recommend you sell. Is quite obvious one, and that is Raul Jimenez.
Troublemaker.
Now, I've got him in my team, and he's the one I was mentioned earlier that I want to take out for Weghorst. I think that's a logical transfer move to make. You know, with Jimenez down to Weghorst, save about $1 million or whatever from the price. And then, yeah, red card. Obviously, he won't be available for the next 2 fixtures, I think, right? And then he also blanks in 33. He's an easy sell if you got him. I mean, there's no point keeping him for anything really. So yeah, definite sell. Red card. Bring in Weghorst, I'd say, because he's got a lot of double to come. And yeah, that one's a fairly easy one, so not much to go over. But yeah, Jimenez is an easy sell for us. Now let's move on to the next player. How come you've put Coutinho on the list, Jordan?
Coutinho has been very good in the previous game weeks, obviously from his performances, but I think it is time for him to be sold, because in game week 33, Aston Villa do blank, and with the fixtures before that, they have Wolves away, which is a red fixture according to the app website, and then they have Tottenham home in 32, and
that's
then
a green. Surprise, that's a green.
It's surprisingly a green for Aston Villa. I'm not sure why that is, but according to their website, Tottenham is... Well, actually, it's an orange now. It's upgraded. Okay. But it was a green yesterday when I did the graphics. But because of those fixtures and the blank as well, I don't think it's a really good hold to keep continuing for those 3 game weeks. You could have someone much better that has a better run of fixtures, because with Aston Villa, their fixtures get, I'll say, it's easier after game week 35.
But yeah, I agree.
After that, it's just it's a struggle for them, I think.
I got rid of Coutinho in game week 29 because of the fixture run. I think he had Arsenal last week as well, where he blanked, and the week before that, I think he had someone else he blanked as well, I think. So I got rid of him knowing that his fixture run is getting a bit tougher. I didn't mention that on the deadline stream, I think. But yeah, Coutinho, I think you could sell him if you're looking to bring in another, Man City player or a Chelsea player, like maybe a Mason Mount or a Kai Havertz, or you want to do something like that, because yeah, Wolves and Tottenham, quite tough games, you would say, on paper for Aston Villa, and they also blank in 33, which isn't favourable. So yeah, he's also one that you could look to sell, even though he has been really good this season, and you might want to bring him on later during the season after like game week 35 or 35 onwards.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Also, if you bought him when he was 7 mil, and you still have him now, his current price is 7.5. So you'll have 0.02 mil extra in the bank to an
yeah,
upgrade for another player potentially, if you want to upgrade the midfield more to a better player that has better fixtures and doesn't blank and
yeah. I
has a
agree.
double game week in the future.
Get some profits in.
Yeah, because Aston Villa as well don't have, I don't think, any more double game weeks.
Or they might. I mean, actually, or it depends in 36 because obviously there's that big double in 36. So
Yeah,
gotta wait and see what happens with the fixture rearrangements. They could have a game. I'm not
yeah,
sure yet.
yeah. It's a bit
Um,
uncertain.
let's move on to the next player. The next player on our hold list is Chelsea's Reece James. Now, I have Reece James myself in my team, so obviously I'm going to hold him myself.
As
And
do
the
I.
reason being is because I did see a picture of Reece James, I think, on Twitter, saying that he's now back in full training. I think he trained a couple of days ago, so he should be fit for that Brentford game. And as we know, if he is fit and he's playing, he is a very good FPL option. You know, goals and assists. You look at his numbers: 5 goals already, 6 assists. Um, his XG, you know, numbers are pretty good as well. Expected assist per 90 is 0.35, which is very high as well. His price at 6.2 million. Um, you look at his fixture list, it is very favourable. So in game week 31, he's got Brentford, game week 32, Southampton, then Arsenal and West Ham gets a bit tougher, but then Everton as well. I do believe Reece James is a good hold for the rest of the season from now until game week 38. At that price point, I don't think there's much better value for money. You can go for Trent, who's a lot more expensive. Maybe I think the best defense to have is Trent, Cancelo, and James. If you could fit all three in your team, and maybe even a Robertson if you get fit for all four in, because I think going big at the back could pay off. Because I think these defenders are going to get more assists and goals, even clean sheets. And you look at that fixture run for Reece James, you can at least see 2 or 3 clean sheets in the next 5 games. So and also we know Reece James is quite valuable for bonus points as well. He does rack the bonus points up, so he's a good pick for me long term. I'll probably hold him for the end of the season, injury barring. So yeah, he's an easy hold for me this week. And he was flagged, but I think he's not flagged anymore, is he?
He's still
So
yellow flagged with a muscle.
okay, he's still yellow flagged, but I do believe he's now fit to play. Um, but yeah, let's see. He's definitely be a hold for me anyway.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
let's move on to the next hold player, and I'll let you go through your thoughts on Trent and why you should hold him.
Okay, so Trent is another hold because I know that he has a flag as well for a hamstring injury, but it is not an absolute reason why you should get rid of him. And this is why. Because one reason, right, is because of his price. So if you decide to sell Trent now, you have to buy him back if you want him back for 8.4 mil after his
Is
flag
he
was
eight
gone.
point four? Is he? I swear he went up in price. Is he
His
8.5? Is he still 8.4? Or he was 8.5, isn't he? Went down, I think.
Yeah, because of people getting rid of Trent, he now has his price has gone down to
Okay.
8.4, and so his ownership. His ownership, I think, was like 60%. I think similar
Yeah.
to Salah's percentage. Really owned a defender, but a lot of people have got rid of him, surprisingly, and I feel like that's a really bad choice because if you want him back, you're gonna have to pay 8.4 mil, and that's really gonna punish your budget in your team. It's going to struggle a little bit
Mhm.
because that's expensive. If you bought him for cheap as well,
Yeah.
you're
I've had him
really
since
losing
game week
out.
1. So
Yeah, you
yeah.
definitely want to hold on to Trent despite the injury concern. He's going to be a very important defender in the later stages of the matches. Like let's say
Well,
he, let's say for example, he misses Watford home. He's got
I think he will miss that game. It's looking like he'll probably miss out. But it's not 100%.
yeah,
And it's touch and go for Man City.
yeah. Plus, let's say he misses Man City and Watford. You've got Man United home in game week 33. You've got Everton home in game week 34. You've got Newcastle away in game week 35. Just those 3 fixtures without Trent, I'd be very concerned not having him in my team.
Yeah,
with his current record as well, 41 total shots, 11 assists, 38 shots on goal, and 15 clean sheets. He matches Cancelo's clean sheet run at the moment.
yeah.
So
And also, I think he's the highest assister in the league, isn't he? Along with Salah.
yeah, he's the
So yeah,
highest
he's been having
along
a
with
great
Salah.
season.
Yeah, he's in his prime. Let's say Trent at the moment, so you definitely hold on to him. Do not get rid of Trent,
Yeah, let's see how it goes.
even if he doesn't play.
Yeah, with that injury against Watford, as a Liverpool fan, I hope he's back for that game. If he's not, I think it's crucial we have him against Man City because that's a tough game.
Yeah,
But
of
yeah,
course, for the title race, most importantly.
yeah. We've got Barnsley here in the chat. He says, "Hey, hi
Hey,
to you,
Barnsley.
Barnsley. Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you again on the stream." Um, yeah. So now let's move on to the two players we recommend you ignore. And first on our list is Ivan Tony. We recommend you ignore him because you look at his fixtures. 31. He's got Chelsea in West Ham. Watford's not bad, but then he's got Tottenham and Man United. I know Ivan Tony's been playing quite well recently. He's been scoring quite a few goals. He's now on 11 goals.
Yes.
Some could say he's been a bit fortunate. He's had a couple of penalties and whatnot, but I just think he doesn't fit in with my team, so that's why I'd ignore him. I think if you're looking for a cheap striker, I think Weghorst is better value for money. I think he's 0.3 million cheaper, and he's got 5 fixtures in the next 3. Whereas Tony has 3 fixtures in the next 3, and one of them's Chelsea, and one of them's West Ham. So I think it's in. I don't know why you bring in Tony, unless you fancy his chances, but I wouldn't be looking to bring Tony in personally. Not for game week 31 anyway. But yeah, Tony for me is an ignore. But yeah, what you reckon on Tony anyway?
Yeah, I agree. I don't really favour Tony as one of my forwards. I know he's probably a bench option in place for Jimenez, but for him to be playing against Chelsea, West Ham, Watford's exceptional, but Tottenham home and then Man United away. He's playing 4 matches against 4
top 6 teams, really.
Yeah, top 6 teams, and I don't really see Brentford getting much from the top 6 teams. I know they had a good run against Burnley and Norwich, where Tony scored 3 goals against Norwich, and then he scored 2 goals against Burnley. But can you really see Tony scoring against Chelsea, West Ham, Tottenham, and Man United? No, I don't.
Probably
really see
not,
that.
unless he gets a penalty or something. I think. I
other
don't
than
really
that,
know from open play.
I've not really watched Brentford play, but I'm still not set up on bringing Tony in. I'd rather ignore him for another forward because, as we know, forwards aren't really consistent this season.
Yeah.
So let's say Tony's had double hauls, and then it'll probably be blanked for the rest of the next 5 or 4 game weeks. So it's up and down with that, but I'll probably ignore him. He's not in my plans to bring in.
All right, let's look to bring in, let's bring up the next player that we recommend you also ignore. The next player we recommend you ignore is actually West Ham's Antonio, and this could be a controversial one if you don't agree, because you look at his next 3 fixtures, they are green fixtures. He's got Everton, Brentford, Burnley. So there's no reason why he can't score against them, I guess. But the reason we'd ignore him, and mainly I think, is for our teams, isn't it? Because at the price he's at was 7.5 million. Would you have Antonio over Weghorst in the next 3? That's the question, really. And I probably would, because I just prefer the 2 doubles that Weghorst has. And I'm sure most people have Kane or Son, and there's no other money, the budget-wise, to bring in Antonio. It's because you either go Antonio or Weghorst, I think.
Yeah, just to mention, Antonio hasn't hauled since game week 21 against Crystal Palace, where he scored a goal. Since then, he's only had 1 assist, and that was against Wolves in game week. In game week 27. That's the rest of them are blanks. for Antonio. So again, and plus he only played 50 minutes in the last 2 games, which is a bit of a uncertainty whether he's going to play the full 90 in the next ones. But I imagine he will because of the rest period he's had. But it is a question whether he can play 90 minutes consistently.
Yeah, he's looked a leggy. Well, West Ham, obviously, he's the main man up front, and he plays a lot of games for Europa League as well now. So I think he's an ignore for me anyway. I think a lot of people held on to Antonio for too long, obviously with hindsight, because he started off with like a house on fire at the start of the season, and then he kind of dipped where he didn't score for weeks, and everyone just carried on holding him. But because his ownership was so high at that point, I think it was like 50% or whatever he had. Most people were afraid to get rid of him in case he did score, and then your rank would just go down.
Yeah, he's an interesting player, Antonio.
Yeah.
People still holding on to him.
Yeah, I'd ignore him personally. So yeah, let's just recap quickly the players, So the first player we recommend you buy is Weghorst and Cancelo. So those are the 2 buys. The players we recommend you sell is Jimenez and Coutinho. You should hold Reece James, and you should also hold Trent. And you should ignore Tony and ignore Antonio. Now, so those are the 8 players. Those are the 8 players we picked for the buy, sell, hold, and ignore series. Let us know what you think, guys. Let us know, have we included anyone that you don't agree with? Is there anyone we've left out from this list that you think we should sell or buy? Maybe drop it in the comments below. Let us know if we've missed out on anything and who you're selling or buying this week. And yeah, it feels good now the football's back. We're going to have the videos coming again quite regularly. We do have the team selection video tomorrow, don't we?
Yeah, the team selection video is tomorrow.
Tomorrow is Thursday, isn't it? And then the deadline's Friday, I believe, right?
Saturday.
At 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an early one, isn't it?
Yeah, another early deadline.
Okay, so we might have team selection Friday then, I think.
Yeah, we normally do it on a Friday if the deadline's on a Saturday. So yeah, we can do the team selection on a Friday for you guys.
Yeah, okay, we'll have a team selection out, and then also, as always, we do a deadline stream on the day of the deadline, and that's at 10 a.m. I think this week. So yeah,
no, correct.
Just a quick plug to like the video and also subscribe if you're new around here. We're very close to 170 subscribers, I believe. I think we're 1 away. Yeah. So hit that subscribe button, smash the subscribe button, and then get us to 170 subs. Also, like and share the video, and check the link in the bio. Sorry, on the comments below. We also have our the description. We also have the league code if you want to join that. It's also up on the screen right now for anyone that wants to join. So yeah, join the league code and also like the video. And don't forget to actually follow us on our socials. We're the FPL Duo. We, interact on there, and you can, ask us questions if you want on there, or maybe tweet us or your thoughts on our teams. But yeah, that's probably it from this video. Is there anything else you wanted to discuss, or wrap this up? Quite, it's been a quick video, I'll say.
We do hope that, let's say, Reece James and Trent are all right in the coming game weeks. Hopefully, fingers crossed, because they're going to play a vital role in fantasy football. Whether they're going to play, if they're not going to play, it depends. It's a roll of the dice. Whoever is ready.
I think Reece James will play the game against Brentford if they got, isn't it? Yeah. And I just have a feeling Trent will miss out against Watford, and then he'll probably be back for Man City because that's the tougher game. They'll probably just save him. Even if he could play against Watford, if he's 50-50, they'll probably not take the risk with him because it's such an important game against City coming up. They'll probably want him fresh for that game. But yeah,
very true.
Let's see how it goes anyway. So yeah, I hope everyone's enjoyed the video, and also comment your thoughts down below. We're going to go now. We'll probably come back with another stream on Friday. So yeah, that's it from us, guys. We're the FPL Duo. We hope you've had a good one. And yeah, see you in the next video. Take care, guys, and peace.
Thank you for watching, guys. See you soon.